how much longer will you keep becoming someone you would never admire? Because eventually, your excuses stop sounding convincing, even to you. And when that moment arrives, you have two choices: continue abandoning yourself, or rebuild the ability to trust yourself again. One painful decision at a time. One disciplined action at a time. One resisted urge at a time. That is how people reclaim themselves. Not through motivation, through resistance. So no, you ever sit alone at night and realize you're becoming someone you never wanted to be? Not instantly, slowly. Through habits you keep defending, distractions you keep feeding, excuses you keep repeating. And the dangerous part is, your life still looks normal while it's happening. You still laugh, still scroll, still go outside, still talk about your goals. But deep down, you can feel your potential rotting. That feeling follows you everywhere. In the gym, in the shower, while driving at night, while staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. wondering how another year disappeared so fast. Because somewhere inside you, there is a version of yourself you were supposed to become. Disciplined, focused, respected, dangerous.
But every day you delay becoming him, you feel the gap growing wider. And eventually that gap turns into self-hatred. That is the part nobody talks about. Most men are not depressed because life is impossible. They are depressed because they keep abandoning themselves. Read that again. You know what destroys confidence? Not failure. Self-betrayal. Saying you'll wake up early, then hitting snooze. Saying you'll change, then repeating the same habits. Saying you want more from life, while spending hours escaping reality every single day. Your brain notices all of it. Every broken promise, every avoided responsibility, every moment you choose comfort over growth. And eventually, you develop a dangerous identity. A man who cannot trust himself. That should scare you. Because once a man loses trust in himself, everything starts collapsing after that. His standards, his discipline, his ambition, his relationships, his future. People think confidence comes from motivation. No. Confidence comes from evidence. From proving to yourself repeatedly that you can do difficult things even when you do not feel like doing them. That is why discipline changes men so deeply. It is not just productivity, it is identity repair. Every disciplined action sends a message to your mind. I am still in control. Modern life is designed to take that control away from you. Everything wants your attention now. Your focus, your energy, your time, your masculinity. Cheap dopamine everywhere. Infinite distraction. Endless stimulation. You can waste entire years without realizing it because distraction no longer feels destructive. It feels normal. That is why so many men feel empty now. Their minds never rest long enough to confront what they've become. Silence terrifies people now because silence exposes truth. The moment the music stops, the scrolling stops, the noise stops, reality enters the room. And reality asks uncomfortable questions. Why are you still living like this? Why do you keep delaying your life? Why are you still negotiating with habits that are destroying you? Deep down, you already know what needs to change. You've known for years. But comfort is addictive. Not because it feels good, because it protects you from failure. Think about it. If you never fully commit, you never fully fail. So people stay in the middle forever. Half committed, half disciplined, half alive.
They fantasize about becoming stronger while protecting the behaviors keeping them weak. That internal contradiction destroys people slowly. You feel it every time you look in the mirror because your mind knows when you are capable of more.
And when a man repeatedly ignores his own potential, he starts resenting himself. This is why weak habits are dangerous. Not because they ruin one day, because repetition becomes identity. What you repeatedly tolerate, you eventually become. If you repeatedly choose distraction, you become distracted. If you repeatedly avoid discomfort, you become fragile. If you repeatedly break promises to yourself, you become someone you cannot trust. But the opposite is also true. Every hard decision rebuilds you. Every difficult conversation strengthens you. Every disciplined morning restores something inside you. That is why the gym changes some men psychologically. It is not just muscle. It is proof. Proof that suffering will not kill them. Proof that discomfort can be survived. Proof that discipline creates power. A dangerous man is simply a man who stopped running from difficulty. That changes everything. Because once you stop fearing discomfort, fear loses control over your life. You stop hesitating so much. You stop overthinking every move. You stop waiting to feel ready. You just move. And that is what separates powerful men from average men. Average men are controlled by emotion. If they feel motivated, they act. If they feel tired, they stop. If they feel uncertain, they quit. Their emotions control their behavior. That is weakness. Real discipline begins when your feelings stop deciding your actions. Do it tired. Do it anxious. Do it discouraged. Do it heartbroken. Do it without applause. Do it without immediate results. Do it because your future is watching. Most people never become who they could have been because they underestimate how painful transformation actually is. The man you want to become will cost you everything. Your excuses, your comfort, your distractions, your ego, your old habits, sometimes even your old relationships. Because not everybody benefits from your growth. Some people only liked you when you were easier to control. Remember that. Growth changes your standards, your conversations, your environment, your tolerance. And during that process, you will feel alone sometimes. Good. Isolation builds self-awareness. When there is no noise left, you finally meet yourself. That is where transformation begins. Not in motivation videos, not in temporary inspiration. In private. Early mornings nobody sees. Late nights nobody praises. Choosing discipline when your mind begs for comfort. That is where your new identity is built. Quietly. Brick by brick. Most people want the reward without becoming the person capable of sustaining it. Everybody wants confidence. Very few want the pressure required to build it. Everybody wants respect. Very few want sacrifice. Everybody wants a better future. Very few want to destroy the habits ruining it. That is why average lives are everywhere.
Average standards, average thinking, average excuses. And then, one day people wake up angry at the life they created through repeated inaction. But your future is hidden inside your daily behavior. Not your intentions, not your fantasies. Your routines. That is where destiny actually lives. You do not become powerful through one massive decision. You become powerful through repeated self-respect. Again and again and again. Until discipline stops feeling forced and starts becoming who you are. One day, you will either meet the man you could have become or spend the rest of your life grieving him.
That grief is heavy. You can see it in certain men. The regret in their eyes, the quiet frustration, the exhaustion. Not because life destroyed them, because as they spend years destroying themselves. Privately, silently, comfortably. Do not let that become your story. You still have time, but not forever. One day, your excuses stop sounding convincing. One day, reality collects the debt. One day, you wake up realizing your habits built a life you never wanted. That is why this moment matters. Now. Not next month, not next year. Now. Because the man you want to become is waiting on the other side of sacrifice. And every day you delay becoming him, you strengthen the version of yourself that is keeping you weak. So kill the distractions. Kill the excuses. Kill the weak routines. Kill the mindset that keeps choosing temporary comfort over permanent growth. And when the process becomes painful, good. That means the old version of you is finally dying.